Ladies and gentlemen, Dolphins fans, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. We have a very important video for you today. Today was waiver claim day. After all of the 53-man roster cutdowns, a lot of guys who are very talented kind of hit the open market, and the Dolphins made it a priority to go out there and get one guy specifically, wide receiver Grant DuBose, formerly of the Green Bay Packers. And what I wanted to do in this video was break down his film and show you exactly what you're getting in him, what he adds, and why I think this is a big acquisition. Now guys, if you don't know how the waiver wire works, he's not on the practice squad. He is going to the 53-man roster right away. So yes, he may see playing time this season. So I do think it's important for you guys to know who he is, what he's about, and how he plays, right? So we're going to break down some film. Before we do so, I do want to give a disclaimer. This film is from the preseason. I don't want to give you film from 3 years ago because who cares about that, right? What is he doing now? We're going to show that. Before we jump in though, comment down below a record prediction for the Dolphins, and who do you think is going to make the biggest jump up as a player, right? Let me know in the comments, and let's get into Grant DuBose. All right, here we go. First play I want to show you. We're actually going to show you the play, and then we'll come back and break down what we saw. So you're going to see him lined up at the top of your screen here. Let's watch this route, kind of like a double move, gets right by him, draws a holding call. Beautiful, right? I mean, this is probably a touchdown if it's a good throw, and without that holding call, DB does a good job holding there, really forcing him not to get that catch. But the first thing we notice about this play is we have this one-on-one matchup, plus we have a midfield close safety, which means that this is a yes-no read for the QB. He says, okay, one-on-one matchup, no safety help over the top. We're going to circle yes in our minds, and we know we're throwing this ball every single day of the week. I think he does a really good job releasing off the line of scrimmage, right? Boom. And then you're going to see a little bit of a head turn to the sideline. Going to get the guy to overcommit to the sideline. And boom, one cut back up the field. Draws the penalty. Love it. Let's break down the next one. All right, here's another solid play. Only for 4 or 5 yards here. But you could tell the Packers offense really wanted to get him involved quickly during the preseason. I do want to give a disclaimer as well. The QBs for the Packers were really bad. Really bad, right? Sean Clifford, Michael Pratt, these guys weren't amazing. They actually traded for Malik Willis to now be their backup quarterback, so that says a lot if we're being real here. So boom, quick little screen. Love how he utilizes his blockers instead of getting up the field, gets around out, and maybe he could make something happen there, but just less likely with that guy coming. Gets to the outside. If he can break that one, man, he could be gone. So another solid play, nothing huge. We'll get into a big one right here. All right, here's another play. We're going to see a 5-man scat offensive line protection. Basically, you have a man side, a slide side. We're going to see a 3-step drop in plant. Once that back foot's the ground, ball should be coming out. Very sloppy footwork here by the quarterback. We're going to see Grant DuBose here at the bottom of your screen running this quick little out. Very quick, beautiful route off versus this off coverage. Very bad footwork there by the quarterback. Football is decently placed. Well adjustment, a little bit behind him. Should be leading him to the sideline. But a great adjustment. Good catch by Grant DuBose for a first down on 4th down. So again, clutch comes up in the clutch here. Gets a big time catch. These are the things that make me think that Grant DuBose could be a solid wide receiver. Dolphins also just had Anthony Schwartz go on the IR, season-ending injury. So again, another reason why you need to go out here and get another wide receiver to the room. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, do me a big favor, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, and we will be covering the Dolphins throughout the entirety of the now the regular season. Once the season does start, we're going to break down film for actual games, offensive film, defensive film, individual player film. So make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. And if 3, 4, 5 weeks go by and you're like, not really feeling the film breakdown, you can easily just unsubscribe. Not that big of a deal, right? But guarantee you guys will like what I do here. But also, make sure you guys check out Underdog Fantasy. Link in the description. Not only are they going to give you free money with your first time deposit if you use my code, but also they're going to give you free plays of higher lower, basically to over half a yard for week 1. The freest money you'll ever come by. So go check it out. Let's get into the next play. Here we go. This is an elite route here by Grant DuBose. We're going to see a little bit of a stutter at the top of his break. He's going to just have a quick out once again. We're going to get defensive offsides here. And then we're just going to want to get this ball out. Definitely a better throw by the quarterback, but an even better route. If you guys weren't able to see it, watch when he gets to the top of his break, right? He's going to plant those feet into the ground, look like he's going to do an in or a post or a dig over the middle of the field. Boom, snaps that head around, wide open, creates great separation. Ball is actually thrown way better on this one specifically. But again, these are the things that he adds to your football team. He's going to be, obviously behind some of their best players, Jalen Waddle and Odell, and you got other guys on the team, for example, like Tyreek Hill, right? There's so many guys they do like. So I don't think he's going to be someone that needs to play right away. But I do think that he has some good capabilities. And all right, here we go. Really good play here by the Packers. Let's show you this one. He's going to be at the top of your screen here. Grant DuBose on a corner route. Boom, quarterback drops back, rolls out to the left. Good throw this time. Toe tap. Beautiful. Love it. Let's go, man. These are the things that make me excited. Watching some wide receiver film. I mean, comes in, breaks outwards. Again, put on the money. Great throw by the quarterback on this one, specifically on the run, rolling out to the left. On 3rd and 9, needs some yardage here. Boom, great release, right? Obviously, this looks like it's zone coverage. Probably have a cloud flat, a hook curl, a mid-read, hook curl, flat. And then you got 2 deep safeties as well, right? I mean, this is relatively just really good by the quarterback and the wide receiver. That connection just seemed like it was there all game long. Was able to get both those feet in bounds as well. These are the things that get me excited, man. Now, listen, overall, wasn't the most productive wide receiver during preseason. Had about 5 catches for about 60 yards, I want to say. Yeah, 5 catches, 66 yards. That was probably his best one right there. I think he needs to continue to work, continue to get better. He's still very young for the most part. But when you talk about Miami, you have Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Braxton Berrios, Malik Washington as well. Other than that, you don't got too many other guys that you can really rely on. So bringing in a guy who, let's just be honest, right? The Packers had a ton of offensive weapons with Bo Melton and Dontavion Wicks off the bench, and then you also have Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, right? They didn't really need to keep so many wide receivers, although the Dolphins do. They need some guys, right? Obviously, Odell's beginning the year on the PUP list. We got Anthony Schwartz on the IR. Needed to go out here and make a move, and I think adding a guy like Grant DuBose could really help them out. I wouldn't be too surprised at all if he actually gets onto the football field as well, man. I think he's been good. He's been solid. I need to see more consistency out of him, but other than that, I like this addition. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, again, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, because so many more Dolphins videos will be coming out, man. I promise, so many, right? Film breakdowns, offense, defense, whatever it may be. And check out Underdog Fantasy as well. Comment down below, though. Jalen Wright, he's probably one of the guys I'm wicked excited about. How much do you think he'll play this year? Obviously, you have Raheem Mostert. He's getting up there in age, but he's still a reliable option. Then you have, Devon. You have Jeff Wilson, who I think Jalen Wright is probably better than him at this point. But how much does Jalen Wright play? Does he contribute that much this year? Let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, man, I'll see you guys in the next Dolphins update, which should be very, very soon. Peace.